What is going on? Happy Monday. I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It looks like some feedback. Maybe I'm breaking the internet again, but essentially, it's Monday, October the 26th. I've got a special guest, and this is amazing for me. This is my inaugural guest on my LinkedIn and my YouTube Live. Let's give a round of applause, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Ryan Staley.
Give me some love.
Ryan, great to see you. You're the CEO and founder of the Whale Boss, as well as, and I'm super excited about this, the founder of the Enterprise Sales Summit, 3-day summit starting tomorrow, running from October the 27th until Thursday, October the 29th. The mic is all yours. What you got, man?
Whoa! Well, first of all, I love that mic. That's is that gold or yellow or what is that, man?
It's solid gold, man. It was gifted to me by someone who heard me talk, and they said, "Hey, you need the solid gold mic." I said, "Hey, mic drop."
Dude, it looks awesome. It reminds me of my daughter's like karaoke mic a little bit though, because it's so out there. So yeah, man. So thanks for having me on. I'm super excited, and I'm proud. I feel honored actually to be the first guest ever on the Larry Long Jr. Live. And I'm going to have you on mine too, man. I just got live as well. So super excited about it. But yeah, the summit that you mentioned, man, like, and it's so funny. And are we going to get like kind of behind the scenes stuff? Why don't we do behind the scenes shit, right? I'm tired of talking about business stuff. And we'll hit on some of that. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I could be that person with you. Is that cool with you, man?
Yeah, it's always cool. You know I'm ready. I'm always ready for a curveball. Now, I never said I could hit a curveball, but I've seen a lot of curveballs in my day, so I'm ready, man.
Yeah,
Before you get started, for anyone tuned in, let us know. Who are you and where are you viewing us from? Where are you at? I see Donna in the house, good old sunny Florida, but just go ahead and put it in the comments where you at so that we know. You got it, Ryan.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was just on a LinkedIn Live with Jake Dunlap, and I only had the private chat area, so I was not seeing the comments. So I am seeing the comments now. Donna, it is great to see you. Happy Monday. Thanks for coming on. So yeah, man. So literally this went from like nothing to like a finished product as of tomorrow in like a 2.5 month time frame. So it was one of those things where, if you look at it, so what was this, 3 months ago? So we're October. So it was like the July timeframe. And essentially, I was looking at things and the whole entire world's changed, like at an insane level. Not just a little bit, but like people are freaking stuck in their homes. And enterprise sales or big deal sales, which is what I've lived in for like the last 7 years, has been one of those things where it's been a really like, you meet people, you jump on planes, you go shake hands, you take them out for drinks, you take them out for golfing. Yep. And there's little tiny pieces of that, but it's probably 10% of the personal touch that you used to be able to do. And so I was looking at things and I'm like, I need to get reacclimated with the market and see how to serve people at the highest level. So basically what I did is I sat down, I deconstructed like, okay, if I was learning enterprise sales from scratch, or I needed to reinvent myself or just update everything, what's every single subtopic that I would need to know? And then I went out and I found what I thought were the best possible speakers, and they are the best possible speakers for each individual subtopic. Yep. And then I started reaching out to people one by one and getting them on board and kind of enrolling them in the vision that I have so that we could serve the market. And I wanted to do it so that anybody could afford it, so it's free. Tomorrow. So offering that for free purposes. And then two, like I want to know how to serve people better in the sales world. So this is a great tool to do that on top of it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I'm truly privileged and just honored that you would ask me to participate. And I think, you got to tell me, I think you're saving the best for last, because I'm on day 3 and we're talking about mindset. That's my jam, Ryan, talking about mindset. Yeah. And when it comes to enterprise sales, you've got to have a different mindset. Go ahead and tell me, what are some of the other topics that you're super excited about coming up tomorrow, day 1, on Wednesday, day 2, and then I already know what it is. I'm the favorite topic for day 3, but it's all good. What else gets you excited, man?
You're the closer, man. You're closing it out. I wanted to send people off on their way with something positive. So I had, a lot, and I'll go down the breakdown, but I'll tell you why. You want to know why I picked you? Why I wanted you involved with there?
Do tell.
I mean, it's positive, so don't worry. I'm not going to surprise you with anything bad. But yeah, the whole reason why I wanted you on, man, is like, so we got connected through a mutual friend, Brian Golid, who's got a huge heart, and he had Larry on his show, and we always share like best practices and ideas. And he's like, hey man, I'm like, hey, who should I have on my show, my podcast, not even my Enterprise Summit. So this is earlier on. And hello to everybody else jumping on, Monique, Bradford, Emily, Zahn, if I pronounced your name the right way. Anyways, so I was like really like trying to figure who should I have on, and he's like, hey, you got to talk to this Larry guy, man. He's electric. He's on fire. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, like I love, by the way, I love personal development. So I've learned from the best, like some of the same people that Larry learned from, like Tony Robbins, Brendon Bouchard, like so many different people. But then I met Larry and I'm like, this guy is electric. Like I love his energy. He's contagious. And so that's why I got him as a closer, because I know as a fact in my heart and soul, like his message needs to be heard and send people off, pending they go through and watch all the content, which you should. Yeah. You should. Yeah. All right. But Larry, even if you can't make all, make sure you hit on Larry's, because the way that you frame it and your view of the world is amazing. And I think when you're enduring a long sales cycle, especially where you don't have that physical touch as much as we used to, you got to be mentally right. And if you're not, you're dead.
So true. So true. And I'm going to write this in the comments, but if you have any questions for my guest, Ryan Staley, please use the chat box to submit any questions. Yvonne, great to see you. Zan, I got to say congrats to you. Thank you for sharing your great news. And I'm excited about that next chapter for you. I know we got Kathy in from Oakland. Oh my goodness, California. Emily, living in Raleigh, down in sunny Florida. Take me with you. I'm trying to tee it up. I just got some new golf clubs. I'm trying to break them in. But I'm super excited to have Ryan Staley here, CEO and founder of the Whale Boss, as well as the founder of the Enterprise Sales Summit, 3-day summit coming up starting tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. You talked about the importance of personal development and professional development. I think they both go hand in hand. And the lineup that you've compiled is just absolute fire. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was scoping out over the weekend in terms of those sessions that I want to especially tune into, and I'm gonna be ready taking notes to take something away to help me in my business, to help me and my team in driving business forward. If you don't mind, just give, for those that joined late, what can they expect? What should they be on the lookout for with the Enterprise Sales Summit?
Yeah, man. So I'd love to. So one of the things is you're getting a lot of love in the chat. We got Vaughn. Larry's completely contagious. He's the best. I don't even know what GB means, but
that's my man Paul Rustin coming from across the pond in England. I think it's what is it, about 6:40 over there? Thank you for tuning in, Paul.
Throw another shrimp on the Barbie. I'm just kidding. It's not that
close enough.
I love London in the UK. If you're from there, I studied there a long time ago. So anyways, going back, circling, I'm sorry, I'll get on task, man. I'm all over the board. So yeah, basically there's 3 days and each day has a different theme. And so the first day is more about prospecting, business development. And that starts everywhere. Justin Welsh is kicking it off, and it starts everywhere from your brand. So like, how do you basically amplify your offline brand online and expand that out to everybody? And I thought the way he framed it up was amazing. And so there's topics like that, but then it's really broken into 2 sections with prospecting and business development. And the 2 areas, and I'm going to put a post about this later today, that everybody tells you that their way of prospecting is the best, right? How many times have you heard that? Like, my prospecting is the best. Ashish, welcome. Happy Monday. Jack, hello. How you doing? Good to see you, man. So anyways, what it's really broken into 2 areas with that. We have outbound prospecting. We have inbound prospecting. So what I will tell you is there's so many different amazing ways to make it work. And every speaker that talks about those areas truly deeply embodies what they're sharing. Like, I mean, if you look at Chris Walker, he basically has a show in LinkedIn to create inbound leads. Shay Robot has videos that she leverages to do that. You look at Christina Finseth, and she has this like outbound ninja sequence that she leverages, you know? And so there's so many different ways where you could be successful. And I wanted to share those with you because every way has and requires different strengths and different desires that you like. So like you truly have to follow a path that you'll be consistent with and understand and like and can be consistent with. So that's day one.
Okay.
Day two is more on pipeline, execution, closing, all those areas.
Nice.
So think about it that the same way. I broke it into kind of two buckets. You got scaling your pipeline, and that could be more through automation or systems, if you will. And then the second piece in leadership, by the way, then the second piece is more on like what I call like hand-to-hand combat, you know, like in meeting questions and how to position people. You know, you have like Todd Capone who's talking about transparency, but he's got a lot of science behind it. You know, on top of Rob Jepson hits on like leadership and how to make the results from leadership tangible, you know? So there's so many other topics. I mean, Dale Z, he's got closing in there. I mean, it's hard to mention them all right now, but like so many amazing topics. And then day three is next generation. How do you evolve? How do you evolve? Oh, Dale Z's in the house. Look at that. It's weird. I said his name and he popped up out of the woodwork. I don't know.
His ears were burning. What's up, DZ?
Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Looking forward to the summit. It was awesome having you on, man. Awesome to get to know you. And then day three to round it out. I mean, you got people like Justin Michael with like, he's talking about the tech stack. He's spent over 300 hours interviewing like tech. Then you got Amy Bullis talking about next generation leadership. Scott Lee's talking about mental health. You got LLJ talking about the mental game. And so, yeah, man, so just a lot of different areas to cater to a lot of different needs that people have in the marketplace right now.
Hey, Ryan, this is so exciting. We're coming up towards the end of October. Now is the time for all of us to take that knowledge game to that next level so that we can, number one, finish 2020 as strong as possible. Mm-hmm. But also, that's the short term, but also in the long term, getting ourselves ready so that when 2021 rolls around, we're ready to rock and roll and blow it out. So even for those folks that aren't currently in enterprise sales, is this the event for them to attend?
Yeah. So basically it's anybody who who's dealing with a complex sale is what I would say. So, and as you know, that moves down market. So it's called the Enterprise Sales Summit, but it's really designed around complex sales. So meaning you're not selling something transactional like in a retail store, but you know, business to business, complex sales. There's so much to learn, so much opportunity. So yeah, it's exciting, man.
That's awesome. Hey, Ryan, we're about to wrap up. Wanted to keep this right at 15 minutes. Wanted to say thank you to everyone for joining. Thank you, Ryan. Any parting shots, anything of note as we wrap up? What would you like to leave all the listeners with?
Yeah, here's what I would say is, you know, we're heading into another kind of lockdown period, right? Where people are, it's like, you know, lockdown, open up. Now it's going back to lockdown in a lot of areas. I'm in the Chicagoland area. And so what I would tell you is that's going to facilitate less at-bats, you know, that you're going to have with customers and less opportunities of people being in the market. So you got to be sharp as hell when you're executing next year. And if you do this, some of the best companies in the world were created during a downturn. Walmart, Netflix. There's so many other, I think Amazon was as well. So many other companies that are basically rebirthing themselves during a downturn. And you could be the same thing for not just what your year is next year, but your entire career and your life based on what you do over the next few months. So check it out if you can. Would love to see you there. And it was a pleasure being on today, Larry.
Man, Ryan, thank you again. To all the listeners out there, thank you for your time. Let's make today the best day we can. Let's make this a great week. It's our choice. We can do it. So signing off, we'll see you on Wednesday for the midday motivational minute. But just want to say thanks again, Ryan. Peace.